Korah disrespects Moses and gets eaten. Even though now God's children were going to have to wander in the desert for 40 years, God kept providing for them day by day by day. They always had manna to eat, and their sandals never wore out in all those years. But one day, a man named Korah came up to Moses and Aaron. Korah had 250 men with him, and they looked upset. "Moses and Aaron," said Korah, "you've gone too far. Why are you the only ones telling us what God says? Why are you the only ones telling us what we need to do and what we must obey? All of the people are just as holy as you two are, and God likes us just as much as you. So stop telling us what to do as if we're less important than you. You just think you're big stuff." Ouch. Moses fell on the ground with his face in the dirt. How could they accuse him like this? Moses had stood between God and the people when God was planning to destroy them. Moses had begged God not to leave them and had changed God's mind. Moses was doing his best to carry them like a father carries his little babies. And Aaron was thinking, Korah better get more respectful of Moses and fast. He was remembering how Miriam's skin rotted when they were mumbling and grumbling their opinions about Moses. Moses and Aaron both knew Korah and the men who followed him were about to be in big trouble with God. Moses looked up and said to Korah, "In the morning the Lord will show who is right and who is wrong. You have gone too far." Moses shook his head. "And Korah, you are a Levite. God has set you apart to serve in the tabernacle and serve his people. Is that not enough for you? You want more? You have not just come here against me, but against the Lord." Moses then called for a couple of other men to join them who were also grumbling and complaining against Moses and Aaron. But would you believe it? They had the same bad attitude. "No, we will not come. You haven't given us our special land like you said you would, and you are trying to be our boss. No, we won't come." Moses was very angry. He started talking to God. "God, I've never taken anything from them, not even one of their donkeys, and I've never ever hurt any of them." Moses said to Korah, "Come tomorrow to the tent of meeting and stand at the entrance. God will decide." But God was deciding right then. He warned Moses and Aaron, "Hurry and get away from all those rebellious people because I'm going to kill them all." Moses and Aaron threw themselves down on the ground and begged God, "Oh God, are you going to be angry with them all when really this is just Korah's fault?" Then God told Moses what to do. Moses went to the Israelites and said, "I have not done anything wrong to Korah and the two others who I called but won't come. Everyone, stay away from these men and don't touch anything that belongs to them. If these men die in some normal way, you can know that I was acting on my own without God. But if the ground opens up and eats them and everything that belongs to them, then you will know that this was God taking action and that they have rejected God, not just me." Moses just finished saying that when all of a sudden there was a deep rumbling of the ground. Suddenly, right before everyone's eyes, the ground cracked and split open under the feet of Korah, the two other men, their tents, households, and everything that belonged to them. They fell deep into the ground. Then the ground closed back up, and they were gone, buried underground. The rest of the 250 men who had been with Korah were gone too, destroyed by fire. God had carefully chosen Moses to help safely deliver the people to the new land. And Moses was now a humble, loving, patient, and courageous man of God. God had given Moses and Aaron extra responsibility to take care of God's children. Korah didn't see that. Korah just wanted to be first and to be included in decisions. He wanted it so badly that it had become an idol in his heart. Maybe God could have used Korah to help guide and take care of his children, if Korah had been a soft person who loved and saw God's leadership right. But because Korah didn't deal with the idol in his heart of wanting to be first, then not only could Korah not help lead God's children, but Korah could not be allowed to continue on the journey at all. he could not go to the wonderful land God promised.